Hey guys, it's Derek here, and I wanted to apologize to Reese Robbins. I'm extremely sorry, and I wanted to tell Reese that she will always be one of my many favorite porn stars to watch.
The champ is here. The champ is coming. Let me repeat that again. The champ is here. The champ is coming. And are you looking for things to suck? Cumin. Boy, Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. They fucked me again, left and right. Pound the fuck out of these guys. Touching the guy's penis. And now you're looking for things to suck. And my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. Cumin.
Never tipping, never drop a gifted sub. Yeah, I'm lurking, yeah, I'm jerking. Yeah, I'm busting nuts. I've been stroking for so long. Stroking. Little Derek starts to hurt.
I'm glad to hear that, Derek. The champ is here. The champ is coming. Let me repeat that again. The champ is here. The champ is coming. And now you're looking for things to suck. Cumin. Boy. Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. Derek, what's going on? He says I love Cumin. I'm glad to hear that, Derek. My name's Derek. Bye.
That being said.
Hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead. Psychological style host. Meerkat. Artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
Hello, everyone. We are here. Fuck the laughs. Laughs are done. We don't do the laughs. We are back here. It is time for the Thanksgiving. Mad Max the 7th in the house. Amazing, dude. Contributions. We appreciate that. Very meaningful member bomb there, my friend. Thank you so much, Mad Max. You sound like you're from Seattle, by the way, with a name like that. I mean, you come from the rough town, Seattle, with that Mad Max. Anyways, everyone's here. Meerkat's in the house. Legendary musical style host. How you feeling, brother?
I'm still kind of sick, so I'm going to be speaking nasally for the duration of this experience. But
Sounds
I'm
good.
here. I think I'm coherent enough, so should be fine.
Should be fine. Should definitely be fine. We got a lot of messages. Overwhelming support in the messages department, so we got a lot to get through. We're going to get to it now. Let me put them back here because it's kind of sad if they're not even there. Hang on. Where's Sam at? Let's get Sam in there. Let's get the black and white Sam in. Hopefully our brothers are doing well. You know what? Steve's still dealing with his back thing, and Sam's busy at work. Or hopefully that's just a busy at work style thing. But we're gonna be working through it together. And yeah, we're all here. Me and Meerkat are here, and we're pushing forward positively. I think we should. Any other business style announcements, Meerkat?
I don't know. What do you want to get into first?
I got some tweets to share, so you
Yeah,
can see
let's
those
go.
two on the screen. We got the Secret Limited. While they maybe aren't going to put out any more top 10 lists, they did drop a nice tweet that was very entertaining to read. And this is the top 10 worst DSP low daytime tip streams of the last for the last 2 years, from 2021 to 2023. And, you know, just an interesting kind of note. But one thing to say is there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are from the. Well, let's see. 6 of them are from the second half of December 2023. 8 of them are from 2023, just in general, which is, you know, when there's trends, it's worth pointing out. That seems to be a trend to me. But what are your takes? What are your thoughts on this one?
Nothing really surprising here. It's the stuff that we've observed closely. We've made fun of. It's been very fun. I guess I want his take on this and how he's going to spin this into a positive and into a success, because he likes doing that. He's very passionate about doing that. But I like what I see. I can't lie to you. I think this looks fair to me.
And what I noticed first of all, you knew it was secret limited right away with the font. Like, somehow that font is secret limited font. And look at the work put into this fucking tweet. The fading image into the numbers, man. Secret limited, please come back. Don't leave us. We need it. We need the video this year. Hope it's a surprise style video this year. That's what I'm hoping for. Out of nowhere. Next tweet to talk about is from a little podcast known as the Lolcow Live podcast. And this was dropped by Lolcow Live. And I'll read it for you. It says these 5 bullet points of positivity. It says, we got verified. Over 50% of our subs voted in the poll on the community page last night. I mean, it's kind of okay. Then number 3 is the most important. DSP will be on this Sunday's Lolcow, whether he likes it or not. Okay? And 4 and 5 or whatever. 4 and 5 or whatever. But number 3 is DSP will be on this Sunday's Lolcow show, whether he likes it or not. Meerkat, what do you think that means?
They can just watch his clips and make fun of him. That's still him basically being on the show, if you want to be semantical with it. I don't think he's not going on the podcast for real. Or it might be this thing that Keem was teasing about, some woman interviewing and all that stuff. That might happen Sunday. Who knows? But Keemstar, you know, the guy likes hype. He's like a hype-driven personality. So I wouldn't take this too seriously. Let's just wait until Sunday, see if there's anything worth it. But they were just premiering a video now of some never-before-seen pilot episode of the Lolcow podcast. And when I clicked on it, they were talking about DSP. So maybe there's something, like, if you care about it, you can go check it out. It's like a segment of the Lolcow podcast shit-talking him.
Yeah, I think, like, if it was that interview thing, I think they would point that out more specifically. So I think I am leaning more towards they're going to talk about DSP, if you know what I mean. Like, if it was that big hype interview, they'd be saying, like, we got it, guys, it's coming. And there'd be 1,000 people watching that show if that was the case, easily, you know. But I don't know how many viewers they get now. But needless to say, the show is not failing yet, and it is getting talked about online. They're doing that job well of getting people to talk about it. Phil was talking about it a lot, of course, and, you know, they're pushing it. So we'll see what happens this weekend on the Lolcow Live, if you want to check that out. Real quick, big up Sanchini with the member bomb again. Thanks so much, legends everywhere. I see a lot of memberships coming in. You guys are fucking legends, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friends. Let's get to the message, though, I think is a good idea because we have so many to get to. And I'm going to start with one from someone you all know and you all love. They go by the name of Ludwig World Order, and they sent us a message here. So let's get into it now. First message of the day, Ludwig World Order. Let's go.
Hey, pimps. It's your boy, the Conway Con Man, the Finger Sniffer, the Banquet Butcher, the Chili Connoisseur, the Wendy's CEO, Mustang Killer, the Pepsi Pimp, etc., etc. Real talk. I gotta be honest with you folks, this Lolcow podcast it ain't going so well. Boogie ain't taking things seriously enough, and at this rate it won't make me enough money to repair the floor in front of my fridge before it collapses from overuse. I see you're a bit short on hosts, and I was wondering if I could apply for a job. I have experience on the PKA podcast where they kicked me off for saying offensive things, but come on, man. That was just shock jock humor. I was just a kid in my mid-20s. Anyways, I can tell this already ain't gonna work. Never mind. I give up. Oh well. Big ups Liquid Richard. He put out a new album called Redemption Arc. It's available on Rumble. Go give it a listen. Peace out, pimps.
That was...
that was There was an attempt there at the end. I'm not exactly sure what. I thought, was it the whimper?
Yeah,
thing?
it was the whimper. It's the whimper.
Oh,
It's definitely the
is
whimper.
so good.
Legendary stuff there. Thank you so much for calling in to the Conway con man himself. Wings of Redemption, big ups. And also, yes, he did point out the news that legendary Liquid Richard did drop a new album. It is real. It is not slander. It is out. And please go enjoy that. Legend is back out of nowhere.
I just don't know why he would upload a new album after like 3-4 years of not doing anything and put it up on Rumble and not on YouTube or something. Because I wouldn't have found out about it if it wasn't somebody's retweet that I just randomly saw on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying too. Yeah, no one would know about it. Maybe they just don't. I don't know. They don't give a shit about getting a lot of people to watch it. They just want to put it out there, and
yeah,
what happens happens.
And something about the LolCow podcast, I'm wondering. It's like once, because right now they're talking about Boogie's drama and some like stuff surrounding that. Once they run out of current drama, are they going to just start manufacturing stuff to have something to talk about?
Yes, and it's kind of like, sounds like they're kind of already doing that. Like, I'm on the fence if that whole Boogie thing was real or fake anyway. You know what I'm saying? That Boogie begging thing and Keem getting pissed at him. It's kind of like,
That seemed really forced. When I actually watched the video of him like crawling on the carpet, it was...
You know,
it looked fake as fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. So, they're just gonna keep pushing it. Maybe, hopefully, it's just a beginning thing to get people talking about it. Then they'll kind of go into real drama that happens. But I don't fucking know. Who knows? Let's get to a next message here. We're gonna start with the legendary Mario Faker in the house. Let's fucking go.
Hey guys, it's Mario Faker again. And as I was watching the plunge on iJustine, I was thinking there are a few people in this world that could end his career, I mean. And one of them would definitely be iJustine. I mean, she has the receipts. One tweet from her or whatever, and he'd be canceled immediately, permanently. The only other person that with that power, I think, would be the bankruptcy judge. Mm-hmm. Was it Nancy? That was her name? Anyway, if she was ever convinced that Phil committed fraud in those bankruptcy filings, and let's face it, he certainly did. If she had reason to revoke the bankruptcy or to charge him with a crime, yeah, he'd be done as well, of course. Mm-hmm. The third person might be Panelli, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, guys, and all my best to Steve.
Big ups, Mario Faker. First caller ever on the show. He was number 1, the very first caller. Now he's 1,023. So that's an interesting thought. Who could really end Phil's career? I don't know if iJustine could do that anymore, to be honest. I really don't. Because, like, yes, he said a fucked up thing, but now we're talking like 2013. You know, I mean, what's gonna happen? You know, he literally said on his stream, "I think she's getting gangbanged by the EA executives." That was his words. I mean, it was.
It's a pretty crazy thing to say, but it would make her look petty if she just dug it up after all these years and it was like, oh, look at what this guy said about me in like 2012.
Yeah, you can't really. You know, but, it's not really gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, I think she wouldn't care though. Yeah, I think it would. No one would care, and people would laugh, and people would get retweets and stuff. But that would be it. It wouldn't be nothing to it.
Yeah. What about Panda Lee though? I think Panda Lee can have the hardest hitting revelations because she can be she can reveal the most personal things.
Absolutely.
Just imagine a nuke by Panda Lee just being like, his dick small. That's all she got to say. His dick small, or something else that's just like personal.
Yeah. I think more personal shit that would hurt, not the penis size, would be like, he really treats his fans like shit. But every day, all he would talk about is how he wants more money from you guys, that kind of thing. Like, how could Phil talk that out?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He could, because his real fans would believe whatever he says. But he would say, like, oh, she's crazy. But, like, we know she's not crazy now, you know? Like, she's kind of normal-ish, you know? And like that would mean something if all he does is worry about how much money he's getting. When he doesn't have enough money, he gets very angry at me. He said he hates his viewers, that kind of shit, you know? Like we know probably is happening behind the scenes. She could say that and make him look very, very bad. But here's the thing, guys. His fans, they don't give a shit what happens. So wouldn't change anything, but like it would make him seem like even a bigger asshole to the normal internet users, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just think about all the damage she can do to his ego, just outside of all the other influence that she can have on anything. Just like making him butthurt is enough for me. It doesn't have to be some crazy revelations, just something to piss him off.
Yes, I agree. Big ups, Joe Dub in the house here. Let me see if I can get that one up here. All right, let's get to our next message here. Big ups, Mario Faker. Next message is from, I believe, the Flying Dutch.
Hey there, friends. It's your pal, the Redneck Preppy.
Redneck Preppy,
Still
excuse me.
the oldest detractor in the sphere, older than ALT himself.
Hey, yeah.
Though I remember
That's
talking with
blasphemy.
him about the Bible once, and he referred to it as the good old days. Anyway, at any rate, I was watching ALT's dive into the valedictorian thing earlier this week on WPIG, and with a near 4-hour stream, he appears to be taking lessons from Steve, and I came away from it wanting one thing: to hear the damned speech that Fail delivered. So I have an offer to go out to the detractor sphere.
Okay.
I will pay $500 for an audio recording of his speech at the graduation. Now, I got audio engineer friends with walls of blinking equipment, so I will authenticate and verify before the money is paid for an audio recording. I will match ALT's $1,000 offer for a video of his performance. So in that case, you would be pulling in 2 bands for the video. So if you come across this meaningful speech, email TBSPODCAST@proton.me. We'll take it from there. Someone out there has this. I find it impossible to believe that some parent didn't record the graduation ceremony on their shitty handycam. So that means video or audio is just sitting out there somewhere. Get on it, detractors. Do me proud and make as much money as a Jasper reveal.
Oh.
So this is how I think it went down. Okay. Order, please, everyone. You there, the urban youth. Behave. You aren't at Harvard yet. All right. Next up is, oh, God, the valedictorian of the class of 2000. Please join me in welcoming Philip. What? Philip? Yeah, sure it is. Philip Burnell. Hello. This is Phil. Phil Burnell, and this is graduation of this year. I am the valedictorian of this year, despite the best efforts of that Asian chick. And I'm delivering the valedictory.
Michelle
It's
Lee.
not a speech. That's actually what it's called today. So Webster's dictionary defines valedictorian as the one ranking highest. Anyway, as always, lads, thanks for all the fine work that you do, and best wishes go out to Steve of the Dead.
Big ups, man. That was a legendary call. And yeah, that's good. Now we got 2 bands on the bounty. The challenge, bounty, whatever you want to call it. That's 2 bands now. We can find the video of that valedictorian speech. So, hey, make it happen. Make it happen, somebody out there. The problem with those kind of videos is like, my parents recorded all this shit with their camcorders, but now you just lose the tapes, It's like, who knows where the fucking tapes go, So I'm sure someone recorded it, but that person probably doesn't fucking know where it is, It just happens.
Yeah, I mean, you can only be hopeful.
Yes.
But there's very little chance that something's going to come out of this. But it's interesting. If it happens, you can make so much money. Think about the money, guys. Go find it, please.
There we go. Next up, we have Ham. Shout outs to Ham.
Hey, what's happening? That being said, I just wanted to thank Meerkat for the restream the other day, man. If I had to listen to that whole shopping cart debacle, like if it was a Snort Hogan YouTube video or anyone else, without the commentary behind it, I think my phone would have ended up going through a wall. Phil never really makes me mad. I think we all would just point and laugh at the court jester, but he genuinely pissed me off. I could not believe that he drug that whole story out for over half an hour. It's unbelievable. It really is. Only Phil, man. I mean, is there anybody else who could have talked more about that whole situation? Maybe Chris Chan? It's not good company to be in, man. But anyways, yeah, shout out to you guys. Love the show. ALT, Dempsey Scrolls is always good. Steve, goes without saying, man. Everybody misses you, brother. We're hoping that you're feeling okay, getting better. Someone said on the last episode, Sam should make more videos, and I agree. Anyways, thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Definitely wish the best. But that was one of the worst of the year. I mean, that would make the top 10, I'm sure, of the top 10 worst moments, because that story was the setup and then the story payoff is the combination. Like the setup was I was robbed, and then you know the explanation of the story is so right there. Someone left the cart. I timed it for 2 minutes, and that's DSP. How he always over explains things that could be his fault, so he over explains why they're not his fault. And that is the extreme tell that he took way longer than 2 fucking minutes, to find that whatever it was. What was it? Cranberry sauce. Yeah, cranberry sauce.
The cranberry.
Gotta have that cranberry sauce. He was probably gone for 5 minutes. A person was there on the cart, said, "Oh shit, we got to put this away." Normal practice. We had so many people that worked in grocery stores on the Sunday show saying when it's leave there, the rule for them was like 5 minutes. If you see a cart there for more than 5 minutes, you put it in the back. You can't just if you don't just leave it there, all that shit is dead. So you put it in the back, usually in the cold room. So then all the shit that's in that cart can be put back on the shelves, because you don't lose it. Yeah. And it just makes fucking perfect sense. But no, I was robbed, but don't worry, guys, I'm safe, But anyways.
I don't know if he got robbed. The funniest shit is that he wanted to claim he got robbed and receive all the attention for it and all the hype. But at the same time, he knew that he was hyping it up too much. So when people showed up initially in his chat and be really worried about him getting robbed, he started scolding him and talking down to him, talking shit. Because I told you, motherfuckers, it's not a big deal, you fucking idiots. It's so funny, man.
Yep. It's one of the worst. It's one of the fucking worst of the year. Next one we have.
And thanks for the shout out to the previous caller. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Your cat streams are always legendary. And
not always. Sometimes it's just a miserable pre-stream, and it sucks. But we get to suck together. It's not my stream; it's our stream.
It's not just me that sucks. It's you. Yeah. It's us.
We all suck.
We all suck. Next up, we have this is a message entitled "As Dead as Phil's Parents" with the file. The file is literally dying. That's the name of the file here. I'm going to play it for you. Here we go. Oh, shut up, Alexa. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Damn, Alexa, I said something like Alexa. She got pissed. Shut up, Alexa.
Hey, guys. Apologies in advance for my voice. Like Phil, I'm recovering from a life-threatening illness. And while I was laying on my deathbed, I was reminded of the guy's insane medical style exaggerations, which I always love. I mean, this dude said he had fucking brain swelling, which is a medical emergency when he meant that he just had a headache. And he also said he was delirious, which it's not an emergency, but I think it's still pretty serious. And I'm pretty sure he was just meant that he was out of it. But my favorite has to be what he said about both Panda Lee and Kat on 2 separate occasions when they were sick. He said that they were choking and unconscious, when what he meant was that they were coughing and asleep. Like, what the fuck? If you're imagine if you heard somebody tell you that story, you'd be expecting to hear about the deep, where's the funeral service next? I don't get it. With how fucking pedantic he is about the words people use when it's not coming from Jade or Derek. I just don't understand why he does this. I mean, I kind of do, but it's fucking annoying. Anyway, if y'all remember any of the other medical style exaggerations that I might have missed, please let me know.
Oh, Big ups. There's some good ones. Big ups. Thanks for that message. And oh yeah, brain swelling's like the hype one. That's like my favorite. Brain swelling.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously the drip. The drip is a classic one. It's just flowing down. He always over exaggerates his medical problems. But yeah, any favorite medical? He has so many funny ones. That's the thing. It's not even ones that aren't funny. Like I broke my ankle. It's always funny. Gout. Yeah. Nasal drip.
The ooze was really funny. At a certain time, the ooze was like the hot commodity around here. Everybody was oozing. Oozing for a bruising, they were loving that. And what else? I guess Steve has a personal grudge with the back issues because it strikes, personally with him.
Mhm.
So if we had Steve here, we would be listening to a really good segment.
Yes.
But I would have to say, like, I guess I agree with you. Everything that has to do with the nasal situation, like the post nasal and like swallowing it and talking about how when he eats food, he also swallows it, so he never gets to enjoy food. And it's like, bro, I didn't need that visual. I didn't need to know that. Good for you. Maybe you should spray your nose with something that clears it up. Do you not want that? Now that is being pointed out in chat, the ear infections. That was such a big dramatic moment when it's like, guys, I'm gonna clean my whole office because I got ear infections, and he was sitting there like a schoolboy telling us how he's gonna start cleaning his office every week. He's gonna have a deep clean, and then it never happened. He just bought a neck phones. So
yeah, neck phones will take care of it.
Yeah, man.
Also, the teeth thing. Remember how Steve used to theorize that Phil would always kind of move his mouth weirdly because he didn't want to show his teeth? And it's one thing Steve said I thought on Twitter, actually. And then Phil did that real weird zoom in thing that's all over Twitter again. The zoom in, like people, you made your thumbnail about it, that classic one. And you got a good look at the teeth. And there was something going on. I mean, it's not normal teeth situation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. There's a point for me where when it gets too disgusting and I just tune it all out. I just space out and I don't want to have anything to do with it. And the teeth thing is such a thing. I don't no. Because that's the breaking point with me and Cobra as well. When it gets to like a clip about his teeth and he's showing him off and everything, I can't. I just look away. It's just
my teeth aren't that bad, dude. Then he goes like, shows them. Cobra always does that shit. What? They're not that. All right. Anyways, let's go. Matt in the house. Matt.
Hi, that being said, professional Catholic theologian here. Phil recently brought out his old I used to be raised Roman Catholic excuse to justify why he can't do charity. This is equal parts ignorant and disingenuous. First, he claims that like charity is not philanthropy, makes this big distinction. The words mean the same thing. Charity means love in Latin. Philanthropy means love of humanity. They're the same thing. Second, there's no grounds for saying that you can't enjoy or get something out of sacrifice in Catholic doctrine. Self-sacrifice is obviously very laudable, but the idea that you can't get anything out of it is a Kantian idea, and Phil doesn't know what that is either. But all of this is really irrelevant because Phil is acting like he won't do it because of his conscience. It won't allow him to get channel benefit from sacrifice. Reality, we all know that Phil is so consumed with greed that he doesn't want to let even $1 away. But this doesn't stop him from posturing like his conscience is bound to a religion he doesn't even believe in or practice anymore. It's like stolen valor, except stolen faith in this case. It's fine if you don't want to be Catholic, Phil. We're all free to make our own choices, but there are people who do believe, and it's really shameless and disrespectful to cynically invoke our religion like this. You might have to answer for it one day. Thanks, guys. God bless you and your viewers.
Big ups.
Hey, thanks, man.
Theologian take there, which is the rare rail style take we get on this show. We'll definitely welcome it, though. That's interesting. And obviously, it's all bullshit. How I was raised, it was about, in Catholic, we don't do that. It's like, shut up. Just say you don't want to do it. It's just get it over and say, I can't do it. You can't do anything else. You can't fix anything because you don't have enough money. Why don't you say you can't donate because you don't have enough money? It's the same thing. What's the difference? Just say
it would make sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have enough right now. I know it's all bullshit, but he could say, I don't have enough right now to donate. One day I hope to. That would be it. But then he has to say all this shit. Oh, it's not my content. I'll do that. And Mr. Beast does it because, he gains, all the Mr. Beast cope, It's just all nonsense.
But I love something I love about doing this show is how many people of various backgrounds tune in and contribute their peace of mind. Because yesterday I had somebody on Instagram hit me up to tell me about blackout curtains because DSP had a segment about it, and the guy was like really pissed off because DSP was making it seem like he got to spend like thousands of dollars on curtains and blinds, and the dude was working in the blinds industry or something like that. He was actually very knowledgeable about this, so he showed me like all the blinds and the measures and everything. Pretty crazy. So yeah, I don't know if you saw any of those clips of him talking about how dilapidated their house is.
Yes.
They're very fucking funny.
Yes, they are. Maybe I guess I'm ready for us on Sunday, but yeah, if it's still relevant, because he's talking about those blinds, thousands of dollar blinds.
Yeah.
What blinds cost thousands of dollars? Like automatic ones that I was thinking about getting for my office thing, they didn't cost $1,000. $1,000? What is he talking about? And I don't understand that take at all. I do want to, not to change something too much. Clip Curator has dropped something. Derek was just in LolCow Live's chat. Obviously, we don't know if that's really Derek, if the actual Derek, but that is funny if he's watching it. I mean, why not? He's free. He's an adult. He can do whatever he wants. He wants to coom out there hype. Anyways,
I did send the audio to that segment. It's almost a minute long. So
okay, cool. I got it.
If you want to play it now, if not, then
will do.
It's just a generic segment talking about how fallen apart his house has become.
Here we go.
And
which was almost a decade ago.
Great.
They cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars per blind.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars per blind. Does he think no one else owns a house in the world? Like, what the fuck? Thousands and thousands?
Because they have to measure the size of your window, custom cut, custom install. It's very expensive. Okay? In my house right now, I have multiple broken things. I have a bathroom that doesn't work.
Now he's flexing. I have multiple broken things. Oh, hi. Yeah. Very cool.
A busted shower with all rust in the wall, dripping fucking shower head.
This is all stuff that's bad to share. Like, if you're trying to look like a cool business owner that's successful, this is stuff you don't say. But again, he's just trying to get tips. So he's trying to, I'm so poor I can't do this. But, like, this is so strange. All right, let's keep going, though. I'll stop less. I promise.
Shower head, all cracked, fucked up tiles and all kinds of shit. The whole thing the whole shower needs to basically be torn out and redone.
Shower got the
You're
drip
gonna tear
going.
out the whole shower.
What else don't we have here? Sorry.
I have a
there's a little bit later on because there's a break in the audio.
Toilet that doesn't
for about
work.
like 5
I have
seconds.
a toilet that has not worked in like 4 years. It's all fucked up. All right. I have a dishwasher that broke downstairs last fall. I haven't replaced it.
All right, that solves the paper plates question right the fuck there. Yeah. So no need to wonder why he used paper plates anymore. It's right there. But he has used them way before that too. Yeah.
He spent like $700 on like the top shelf garbage disposal unit.
That's the one that takes
care. And he's
of...
eating off paper plates.
So,
like what the fuck, bro?
Look, it's like if you use only paper plates and can't use dishwasher, you need a nice garbage disposal, right? Because like you can't put it in the dishwasher, you got to throw all that shit down there. Also, you could take care of cat corpses, also cat corpses that are actual human style corpses. It also takes care of it. $700.
Serious question.
Yeah.
I've never been in a house that has a garbage disposal unit.
Okay.
So what type of stuff do you usually throw in there, and what type of stuff do you think, like, unironically DSP might throw in there?
Oh, okay. Well, first I'll start with the normal humans. Let's say you're eating like I don't know. I'm trying to think of something good. Like let's say you're eating a nice pasta, right? And you finish the pasta. There might be a few like I don't know. Let's say there's some scraps of like onion on there, or that you just wipe it off and it goes down there and it goes down. It's just for the scraps of food, no bones, nothing hard. Unless you're an idiot, you shouldn't put hard shit down there. But what DSP puts down there is everything. I bet everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why he has fruit flies, because he puts everything down there, and like it's. But he bought a nice one, so $700. Maybe that can just take care of everything. Just put it down there. But yeah, you shouldn't put everything in there. But I'm sure he does. Old vegetables, throw it in. I'm sure DSP's like that. This is an apple, honey. 2 weeks old. Just throw it down, honey, and it goes down. Everything, everything. I'm sure he puts down that thing. But yeah.
All right, thank you. That was actually very educational. Because I didn't know any of that. And with things like this, it kind of goes over my head with the blinds as well. Until somebody points out how insane it is that he's claiming this shit costs thousands of dollars. I don't know. I don't know how much it costs to have blinds.
not close to thousands. I can say that. Yeah. Not
so
close to
I think
thousands.
he estimated the total damage to amount to like 10,000 to get everything fixed.
Yes.
Because I mean, the dude literally said you need to rip off his whole shower and fix everything, and that there was like water leaking inside the wall of the bathroom. So you know that shit is fucked up. It's like a crack house at that point. It's gone.
Oh, yeah. How he makes it sound, I don't know why he's saying this like it's a flex either. You know, it's incredible. But here we go.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Just real quick, right after this segment, he starts telling you about how this is a part of adult life, and sometimes things just happen, and I guess you gotta shrug it off and just move on, as his whole house is falling apart.
All right, 10 more seconds.
Last fall, I haven't replaced it. Every time that I think
20 more seconds, sorry.
I'm getting ahead, and I'm in a situation where I think that I can like fix stuff, something happens. Like this year, and we're talking a little bit about this on Thursday during the Thanksgiving special.
I love this getting it ready.
Yep.
So get ready. I'm promoting my bitching that's coming on Thursday. So prepare your wallets for that, guys.
Man. Do you know what he has planned for Thursday? This is really depressing thinking about it.
What's the list?
Well, he's going to do a tier maker. He's going to eat food, quote unquote, I guess from the spread that was sent to him through QVC.
Thanks,
and
Linda.
then he's basically going to do like a Q&A for 2.5 hours and have a huge, like state of the stream. He used to do those where it's just like complaining about his living situation. He's going to do that again this year. And it's all going to be covered by a veil of positivity and gratitude because that works really well at exploiting the dents.
Oh God!
There you go.
I'll read the exact words here. It's even worse than what you said. Friday's even worse. But here's Thursday. DSP's Thanksgiving Day chill, of course, uppercase chill special on DSP Gaming. Holiday discussion, maybe uppercase, maybe a tier maker. Or Modern Warfare 3 and Street Fighter 6 multiplayer. Maybe. So don't even get ready for that shit, dude. Maybe. Friday's even better. Okay, Friday. DSP's Adpocalypse 2 Marathon on DSP Gaming. Whatever. Join me all day long. Okay, uppercase all day long. As I react to retro ads submitted by you, the viewers. Plus a live episode of Feasting with Phil. Perhaps some booze. And more. And this is my favorite line. Get ready. Your cringe meters are going to go level red. Ready? It's a party-like atmosphere and chill vibes, so don't miss it. It's a party-like atmosphere and chill vibes, so don't miss it. Very, very party-like atmosphere. It's like a pizza party.
Yeah, basically,
pizza party.
Fucking pizza party.
Amazing.
Have you heard about the new scam with the drinking, with the taking shots?
Oh, no, what's that? Please.
Well, now it's going to be a redesigned, remastered scam where you don't have to be just one person giving him $100. He's going to drink every $100. Or I don't know if it's exactly 100, but it's like that. Everybody gets to contribute together to Phil getting drunk and engaging in the activity that almost ruined his life. You see, that's very deep.
So that was actually one of the submissions or suggestions he received included that very submission, that very suggestion. Of course, he didn't. I guess he didn't shout that out on his like actual show, but yes, that was definitely submitted on that October suggestions. They said don't make it be one, you earn up to it. So yeah, it's a group effort now to get this alcoholic drinking. So big ups, dudes. Everyone enjoyed getting him drunk. Awesome.
Wait, was this the actual one single suggestion that he actually accepted?
I mean, yes, it is, but I don't think he even shouted it out yet. I'm not sure he even talked about that suggestion yet, because all the suggestions are getting shot down, obviously. You've seen those. Everything sucks. Yeah. Oh, I can't do that. Can you make your podcast shorter by 5 minutes? What? You want my podcast to be 5 minutes long? I can't do that. You know, that's how he shoots down everything, you know?
Literally.
That's how it goes. But yeah, I don't think he even called that one out, but that was definitely a suggestion someone said. So yeah, help him get drunk on his Thanksgiving. And guys, no second stream on Thanksgiving as I'm celebrating the holiday with my family. All right, so
Fair
Jasper
enough.
and Kat are getting in there. Hype, dude, hype, very hype.
He's going to be eating cat spread all night. It's going to be a fun Halloween. He's going to be thankful for that. Oh, he's going to be so thankful.
Oh, God. All right, next up. dark side Adrian. Let's go.
The suggestion box is going exactly how I thought it would. Every single suggestion that comes in is stupid and impractical, and he can't implement it. Every small bit of criticism he's taken extremely personally and gets super offended by someone even making a slight bit of constructive criticism. This is exactly how I knew it was going to go. He's not open to any criticism. And I don't even know why he put up this suggestion box if he's not going to listen to or implement any of the changes from it. There's some good suggestions there, even about like playing different games, shortening the podcast, all these different suggestions. And every one of them is just stupid. And he explains why it's not practical and why his way of doing it is better. Again, I don't know why he even bothers, having this suggestion box if he's just going to shoot down everything. And it's the same way with the React stream. He watches like a 5-minute video or 15-minute video, watches 5 minutes of it and just skips the rest of it. Same with suggestions. He was like, this is super long. I'm just going to read the first couple of sentences and I'll go to the next one. And he complains other people take him out of context and he only barely reads the full context of things.
Yep. Nothing to say there, but yep. He wants to. He has to pretend he likes feedback. That's what I think. He has to pretend he wants feedback. So this is how he goes about that. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. But also, I think somebody once told him that feedback is important, maybe in like business school or something, and he just took it literally. So now he's expecting somebody to literally tell him, like a customer to tell him how to fix his business in a solution that will always work. It's like 100% of the time, which will never happen. Everybody has different expectations, different preferences for what you do with your videos or content or whatever. So this type of feedback that he's expecting is never going to happen. So I'm looking forward to more segments of him getting pissed off at his own audience, because it's self-destructing in a way that he doesn't really see coming for some reason.
Definitely. A big ups to Cruella de Phil, which might be my new favorite avatar. Check that avatar out, Meerkat, if you haven't seen it. Happy Thanks Scouting. Cruella de Vil as Cruella de Phil. Nice.
I think what was it, a Fantastic Mr. Phil? Yes, I think he has a more cursed, because like I can't unsee it. And there's also somebody in Discord that has the Black Sam as avatar. Yeah, it's guy with 2 names. He's got the Black Sam. Yes, every time I see it, I'm like, damn, what the hell?
Big ups to Vikes as well. Says Meerkat, bring your plug on stream. Smoke cigarettes. Okay, so trying to get you to employ your nicotine addiction. Keep it going.
Yeah, you That's think? No, he knows. He means my dealer. That's what he means. My plug. Okay. But of course, I'm not gonna put him in the spotlight. He's lurking in the shadows until I turn on the bat signal, and then he shows up. He always delivers.
Big ups to Joe Dob too. Says big ups, voice, happy holidays to everyone. Thank you so much. You guys are legends. Next one we got is who's Phil's next Keemstar. Let's go.
As a brief sort of follow-up and a question to my last message, because I didn't really have a question. It was more of just stating what was on my mind. Who do you guys think will be the next quote-unquote Keemstar for Phil? And what do you think they will criticize about Phil that he does and make him change his behavior on? If I had to choose, I would say heels versus babyface, criticizing his snorting and really getting Phil insecure about it and actually making him stop. Because even though he says he can't control it, he clearly was controlling it during the Side Scrollers interview. He didn't snort one single time in 5 hours. So who do you guys think, and what behavior of DSP do you think they'll criticize?
I don't know. The one thing weird about that is he has now started saying a sorry and a excuse me for snorts now, which is odd, which he never did before. Now he kind of he'll do these big, the bass is rocking and rolling, bass tricks level. In that Subaru, hair going up, bass level snorts, and he'll say, oh, excuse me, everybody. Sorry about that. Sorry, He never did that before. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. Who's going to do it? I didn't hear that as thing. I didn't hear that.
No, I guess it was just kind of a prediction or something. Not that it really happened. Because as far as I know, Az has been on our show, familiar with DSP. He did that clapback response to DSP when DSP reacted to his video about the Starfield thing. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's gonna be him. I think it needs to be somebody like really high profile. Because I think the Turkey Tom thing came out of it kind of came out of nowhere and it got 1 million views real quick. So it made him really panic and wonder if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's why we had that hour-long segment and dozens of people reaching out to him, sending emails. Phil, you should do an interview. You shouldn't do it. Blah, blah, blah. So it needs to be somebody big to get him, like, put a lot of pressure on him. So, you know, somebody on the level of Moist, maybe, I don't know, maybe Dr. Disrespect just name drops him and be like, oh yeah, that guy DSP, this guy is fucking shit at games. That's gonna get under his skin. Just something as innocuous as that.
I think it has to be someone like more, because he can like, somehow he can like call Dr. Disrespect like negative, like he just loves the drama. It needs someone like their whole life is in the drama, but like Sir Moist kind of, it's not all about the drama, but he always talks about drama. But someone like, not like Turkey Tom is kind of like when he went into Turkey Tom's library, he said like, look, this guy, all he does is talk about this drama. Oh God, that hour or whatever of that Turkey Tom thing about the milking, and they should call the podcast the bullying podcast. Okay, yeah. You need to get out of this. You're an entertaining guy. I don't know why you need to do this. Like that milking thing was very funny. Listen to this. You're milking me.
Not even for sustenance. Implying that if he would actually physically milk a human for sustenance, it would be fine.
Yeah. Oh, Asmongold. That's a good one, Asmongold. Because Asmongold is not seen as just a drama or YouTuber. So like he might react to Asmongold because Asmongold is obviously just as huge. And if he talked about DSP, it'd probably get 1 million views too. He has before, but he always just makes fun of him, like kind of like in the detractor style way, like making fun of. Hasn't DSP talked about Asmongold before though? About how Asmongold said it was like iconic. That was Sir Moist. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, he talked about Asmongold's room and how dirty it was, and that he was a hoarder or something.
The hoarder thing. Yeah. Anyways, and Phil like tried to, and he also watched a video about the steak, the $2 steak or whatever. And Phil's like, why is he? Yeah, I saw that it was on DSP Reacts one time, and I saw that when I was on Decepticon's show. That's why I saw it, I think. Because Asmongold had a video like how to cook this like $2 steak thing. And it was like kind of a meme at that time when it was going around, like everyone showing how to make $2 steak. And Phil's like, why is he doing this? Like, what? Why is he has so much money. Why is he doing this? Like not getting that's kind of a meme and cool thing to do, you know? Like this guy doesn't do this, you know? He doesn't really eat $2 steaks. Like, okay. But that was a long time ago.
You know what? If he wasn't such an actual toxic personality, his self-awareness could be kind of endearing, and he would be way more popular on the internet than he is.
Yes.
Because his whole like trying to mimic being a human and what humans do and what they like, that would be cute on the internet and would get a shit ton of views.
Yep.
But it's too bad that he's just such a toxic piece of shit, man, that it just can't happen to him.
Yeah, and he can't just be himself, and like sometimes you do stupid shit and you like stupid shit and your house is messy and you just gotta be yourself and say, yeah, fuck man, that's messy, look, my hat fell down, oh shit, I don't care. But he can't do anything like that. He can't be relatable in any way. There can't be any sign of, because he's too immature to have any sign of weakness, right? And that's, you know, just like when he cries, he says, oh sorry, I'm being a sissy right now, so be a man. And you know, it's not relatable. It's not a real person because he's so fake trying to be this, you know, health side Phil, moral side Phil, care about LGBT side Phil, you know, all this shit that he's not really. It's all fake, but he has to pretend to be all those things at the same time. But
yeah,
big ups, Danny DK. Go ahead.
Ironically, like you said, he's not relatable at all, but he tried to build his entire personality and brand about being, you know, the regular guy who fights against, you know, inequality and the government and the establishment. That's pretty ironic.
Yeah, I'm the realest guy I'm the realest motherfucker on the internet. That's what he is. That's what he wants to be. But it's the fakest motherfucker on the internet, actually. Danny DADK says, what's the point of the suggestion box? All these dummies reject everything and talk down his dents. It's always an ego thing. No wonder he's a failure. Because admitting to a suggestion is kind of like admitting you're doing something wrong. And just like we're talking about now, he can never admit he did something wrong unless he has no other option. So now he says like, yeah, I was an asshole in the past, but that wasn't me. He disconnects from that. That wasn't me. That was a character who was doing all that bad shit. He can never say he himself did something bad. It's always something. Ira says his fake pleas to Tom was the same as to Tevin. kind of, yeah. There's a similarity there when he says, "Just leave me alone for a while." That kind of remember that time when he talked directly to Tevin, like, "Just leave me alone for a while," you know? Remember that?
No, I can just think of when he was begging Wings Trolls for mercy when they allegedly they gave him the copyright strikes, but I don't know the Tevin thing. I don't remember it.
He said that and also praised Tevin. Like, Tevin's an interesting guy. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
So why does he do this? You know, it's like, okay. You're crazy enough. People want to talk about the crazy shit you do, man, and it's a choice they are making because it's so interesting how crazy you do with shit you do. But anyways, Joey Rivera in the house. Let's go.
Big ups, gentlemen. Joey Rivera here. Anyway, I'm going to keep it civil because I have family in town.
Okay.
And I want to save them from the horror show that is DSP.
Uh-huh.
But I can't understand how this dude thinks that he got robbed. Where I come from, when they rob you, they run up on you with a thing or two. This sheltered ass dude loses a cart because his fat ass talking about it took him 2 minutes to walk down the aisle. We all know what it takes that man 2 minutes to do. We seen the fucking footage. And now he want to talk about he want to be milked. They're going to try to milk him. This, that. The only thing that gets milked around here are his dents and his side boobage when Cat is pegging him from behind. Anyway, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Steve, I hope you're getting better. Big ups and I'm out.
Man, he's a family, sir. That was a
Good thing he had family in town because you heard he was gonna get crazy. Good thing he didn't get crazy.
God, I want to play it again, but is it worth playing again?
I don't know, man.
Here we go. The chat is begging for it. Let me wait till someone says they want to hear it again. Does anyone want to hear it again? I don't even know. Let me hear. Let me see. Oh, yeah.
You guys can't agree.
You guys can't agree. Oh, there you go. Mad Max the 7 said yeah, so we'll play. Everyone's saying it.
Okay.
I'll go about halfway
Big
through.
ups, gentlemen. Thing or two. This sheltered ass dude loses a cart because his fat ass talking about it took him 2 minutes to walk down the aisle. We all know what it takes that man 2 minutes to do. We seen the fucking footage. And now he want to talk about he want to be milked. They're going to try to milk him, this, that. The only thing that gets milked around here are his dents and his side boobage when Cat is pegging him from behind. Anyway, y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Steve, I hope you're getting better. Big ups and I'm out.
My favorite part is right after it. He goes, "Happy Thanksgiving, everybody."
Yeah. It de-escalated so fast, man. Like I was just getting into it. I was getting that visual.
When he's getting pegged from behind. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Seriously, take care of your loved ones, everybody. Man, that's what it is. We're all coming together for the single cause in here. Nice. All right, incorrect beans. Let's go.
Hello, TBS, and hello, all the funky detractor people. I would like to give a little bit of input into what I've been thinking about Phil's cognitive capabilities.
Okay.
Because, I mean, it is really curious. How can a guy go from valedictorian, even if he was just a backup, to being so incredibly stupid that he can't understand what's going on in a Mario game anymore? I mean, that's just a downward pointing hand graph, if you ask me. So, what puts our brain into the possibility of learning new information, but is that our neurons can form new synapses, so they can form new connections with each other, and that's how we learn new shit, by our neurons being able to connect in new ways. And I believe that through sheer laziness of 20 years, where Phil has consequently shied away from every challenge, that he has trained his neurons to be lazy AF. So he can't actually form new connections anymore. And he literally has made his own brain regarded out of sheer laziness, because it's use it or lose it, and he definitely doesn't use it.
Oh, man. I like this theory. Yeah. Aaron says literally melted his own brain. That's hype. That's a good theory.
It's super straightforward. It's all about the comfort zone, because this is shit that it happens to me too. Like once you get in your comfort zone, your standards slowly start getting lower and lower. And at some point, things that you could do, just casually before seem pretty hard. And for him, is just like he's been living in his comfort zone for like 15 years now. Like, what do you expect him to do? Of course, he's not going to get better. He's not challenging himself, and he's not getting challenged externally. So obviously, nothing's going to go upwards. It's going to go downwards.
Yep. Dude, and okay, I know everyone knows about the bully playthrough and the countries that he didn't know. You know what I'm talking about, Meerkat, obviously. Classic clip. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
There's another one in there. Last Friday, I watched it with Snood. There's another one in there that's even better, in my opinion, that doesn't get talked about. But it's what is the fastest thing here, okay? And what is the fastest? And you have 3 pictures. It's a bike, it's a truck, and it's a bridge. DSP picked the bridge.
What? Dude, what the fuck,
he picked the bridge.
I just laughed at the fact that you brought it up as a possible choice. What did he think it was, a trick question?
We thought maybe he couldn't tell what it dude, he picked the bridge. Okay, I'll bring it up. Let's do it. Fuck it. I gotta find the bridge. That's gonna be tough to find though, but
we got a bridge to sell.
Yeah.
I got a bridge to sell to him, that dumb motherfucker. He's gonna buy everything. As long as it has buzzwords in the title and on the packaging, he's gonna buy everything. So let's sell him a bridge.
And also he said classically in that one, what does this have to do with math? And the questions were like, what's the biggest thing? What's the smallest thing? What does this have to do with math? It's what?
Oh man.
Yeah, so Snood theorized, and it's correct, I think, because for the numbers stuff, he's kind of fine. Like 5 minus 3. I mean, I'm talking in like elementary school, but like he's quick on that. But the second you have to do extra thought of what's bigger, what's smaller, what's faster, he's kind of like, okay, yes, okay. You know, it really takes him a second. It's kind of interesting. But anyways, I'll
it is
find
interesting.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because like if we're going down to thinking about things like this and pointing out where he fails, then there's something like really interesting going on.
Yeah,
and it makes you think.
It definitely does. Okay, I'll bring it up. Let's do the next call. Here's Kaiser in the house. Got to hear Kaiser. Let's go. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Go, Kaiser.
Let's get him out of here.
Kaiser, turn your mic on. Okay, thank you, Kaiser. Here we go.
Hello, sirs. Kaiser Augustus on behalf of the Dinner World Order here. Now, guys, I'm gonna keep it short. Just gonna say that I appreciate the fact that during the turkey time mental breakdown, he spent an hour trying to make himself seem like he's morally superior to the drama idiots. And then ended off the insane rant by basically wishing death on them. Also, what's for dinner?
Yes.
But dude, that segment is like a top 10 of the year, simply because he started off by saying, there's nothing wrong with watching this content. And in the next 20 minutes proceeded to tell him that making this content, watching it, makes you objectively a bad person. And you can disagree, but if you disagree, you suck and you're terrible and you don't deserve to live. And all the while, the other side of what he was talking about is how good he is and how superior he is and how important he is. It was just so good. It's like an encapsulation of everything that makes him so hateable in 1 hour, which is pretty hard to do.
Oh, absolutely. And I do. Okay, I found the clip finally. Here we go. And it's the show, so I'm probably going to laugh a lot here, but just get ready to get annoyed. I gotta get the video. Hold on. I'll get the video up. Hang on. It's worth it. It's worth the payoff. I promise.
He's gonna get it up, you guys. Just have a little bit of patience.
It takes time.
That's what she said.
Takes a bit of time. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Don't show it. Okay. So you can see it. That's good enough. Here we go, guys. This is math class with DSP. Oh, shit. Get out of the tractor beam. Get out of here. Right here.
Attention, people. Eyes on the board.
How much this guy weigh, but...
Count calories, dude.
Oh, shit. I keep pushing the tractor beam. Get out of here. Here we go.
Get him out of here. No free promotion for the competition.
Yeah, get out of here.
Calories, dude. I just think the DSP tries it.
Here we
Stick to
go.
Vodka and
Shut
soda.
up.
That's
Shut
what
up,
I
me.
do.
Here we go. What's the
Get
small...
so
oh,
drunk.
God. Here we go again.
Again, what's the smallest?
Now, these are where he has trouble with. So what's the smallest? Watermelon, whale, truck.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, truck.
Which is fastest? Excuse me, I said the wrong things. Sloth, telephone, or bridge? Sloth, telephone, or bridge?
There's only one thing that can actually move.
You ready?
He went for the truck first.
I thought for a second.
Bruh, no way.
Dude, that's worse than the countries. Yeah, that's my take then.
It legitimately is.
Worse than the countries. This needs to be talked about more, guys. We need that. Why is that not talked about more? He chose bridge. Let's see if he berates it. Usually he berates the teacher, too, when he got it wrong. Let's hear what he says.
He went for the truck first.
I thought for a second. Here we go. Dude. Dude, that's worse than the country. All right, wait.
Stationary object.
Get out of here, Cat.
Okay, it's this movie.
Phone?
Come on. Obviously, we're reacting to it.
Sound good?
Fastest?
Oh my god.
I know what that meant. 3.
I don't know what that meant.
He said, I don't know what that meant. That was the comment to that, too. I don't know what that meant. I don't know what that meant. What is fastest? I don't know what that meant. This is a valedictorian.
I don't even know, dude. It's like I don't know. The thing is, there's such a good market for people that pretend to be stupid and stream themselves live. You know, you might know the I Show Speed guy. He's like,
so
his whole gimmick is that he's dumb. It's not interesting to me, but I see the appeal. He could have totally been that guy for like 2016 YouTube, where it's like the drunk, stupid guy that just fails at stuff. But he's too prideful to actually be that guy, so he pretends he's taking himself so seriously. Why you got to do that? Come on.
Yep, and that if you haven't seen that bully playthrough, go watch it also you have the game in that bully where you have to there's letters and you got to make words. And you have to, like let's say you have TAC, you'll say cat, and that's fine. He tries me. 2-letter words are not allowed, and it tells you that. He tries 2-letter words 5 times. 5 times. He tries 2-letter words, and he tries L 3 times and me 3 times. Like, he is done. I really believe, I believe he's valedictorian, right? I believe he is valedictorian. But that playthrough will be like, what the fuck, man? This guy's theory of the brain degradation or whatever, man, it's something.
Yeah. Oh no, that's like absolutely 100% a thing. It's not even a theory; it's absolute fact. Your brain is a muscle, and it can degrade like all your other muscles if you're not using it or you're running it at minimum capacity. And I mean, snorting and drinking seltzer water is not really using your brain that much.
True. All right, let's get back to the message. We got a lot today. We're gonna get to as many as possible. Let's go to. Already got that one. Let's go to who? Where's one I didn't play yet? In the house, Dorkosaurus Rex. Go.
Hey, that being said, quick message here. Big fan. 2 things I wanna say real quick. One, there quickly seems to be emerging a consensus in the Street Fighter FGC community that there actually are input issues with Street Fighter 6 when it comes to jumping or doing supers during the opponent's drive rush. Drive rush does appear to eat inputs a little bit, so it obviously doesn't excuse all of Phil's insanity and insane coping and just straight up lies because there's an input viewer in the game as to why he's so terrible. Never respecting the opponent's invincible wake up, just blah, 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 whatever. Just so you know. And secondly, I think there's something that I wanted to point out about Phil as a narcissist that I think folks are missing out on. So people always give Phil criticism and, feedback on how to improve. And 99% of the time he just calls him an idiot and ignores it. He dismisses it, whatever. They're not as grandiose and godlike as Phil the narcissist. However, if you notice when Keemstar or LTG or Moist Critical give him feedback, he's really quick to respond.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because narcissists, when they see someone that they acknowledge is in a higher societal or, popularity position than them, they quickly go from being, insulting and vulgar and horrible like Phil is to being, like slobbering bootlickers. So within a day of those criticisms from people that are at least peers, if not generally absurdly more popular than him, the sort of feedback.
He ran out of time. He ran out of time.
Yeah, we got a part 2?
Is there a part 2? I don't think so, unfortunately.
I don't know.
But he was going to roll there. I agree with what he's saying there, for sure. But he ran out of time.
But,
90 seconds.
Yeah, fortunately, he managed to get his point across.
Yeah.
That, people like Phil, when somebody from a higher position tries to give him advice, they seem very susceptible, or at least they answer. you know what? I've noticed that a lot with him, especially when it's like a higher up at, I don't know, fucking, when he talks about like the helicopter company or something like that. He cared so much about that CEO that promised him everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was the up and coming talent, man. And then that CEO left.
Uh-huh. And he did talk about the nepotism, by the way, that Turkey Tom. You know, he's no one can prove that. I mean, it's not true. All this nonsense he's talking about, but like, I mean, I know, and he kept pushing that fact that the company doesn't exist anymore, so no one can confirm this anymore. Remember that? He said that during the it's like, that's not true. That's not how it works. There's people that work there and could say stuff about their time working there, but he made sure to say that, hey, that company doesn't exist anymore, so no one can confirm or deny anything anymore. Just trying to put that out there, like, it doesn't matter what they say, everybody. The company doesn't exist anymore, you know?
Yeah. But I think in the end of the day, it doesn't even matter if it's true or not. From a troll's perspective, as long as it gets them riled up and pissed off, people just like telling him stuff. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, as long as it gets them.
Yep. Real Ryan here has a thought, and Meerkat, I need your take on this because I don't know what he's talking about. Real Ryan says, I just got here, so sorry if this was already covered, but did you cover Phil mentioning lawyer visits on his day off? Thoughts on that? I didn't even hear about this.
I don't know about that.
If you have a tweet or something to show me, everybody, or who I can look for, is that a Poems mystery? Did he cover that on his Twitter feed, which is a great news feed? That's where I get my news, is Poems Future's Twitter feed. But I did not see that.
I don't know.
Yeah. He mentioned lawyers. Wow. He casually mentioned lawyers. Oh, interesting. What could that be? Intrigue abounds.
A lot of things. I don't know.
Well, I don't want to tell
I guess we'll see.
I don't want to, flood the market or anything, but that might lead to you wanting to buy some coin, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe a certain divorce coin might raise some price there. Anyways, let's get to Barrett Wells in the house says, don't forget that he said that people in the Machinima emails don't care that their thoughts were shown during the event. Sikorsky might be the same. Oh yeah, I mean, you're right. That's 100% right. He said Machinima doesn't care because the company doesn't exist anymore. You can say whatever you want about him. Yeah, whatever you want, dude. So if anyone out there works at Sikorsky, you know what to do. He doesn't care, right? This company doesn't exist anymore. Let us know. Anyways,
I think, unironically, the funniest thing we might ever find about his work life is that people at Wells Fargo called him Sway, which is the funniest shit. He would admit that he got a nickname because he was swaying left and right like crazy. I think that's as deep as we're gonna get with work stuff.
Like he said, that's another thing. He doesn't even have the basic knowledge to know that that's like a funny thing like that people are gonna make fun of you about. Like just say it, cat. Like they called me Sway. I don't really get it. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's like the funniest shit ever. Sway.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo people calling him Sway. Here comes Sway.
The scammers. When he was working at a scammer business, he was scamming people. And it took him like, a year to realize that they're scammers so he would leave?
1 year. I was working there for a while, like a year, and then I finally figured out it was a scam. How did it take you that long, sir? I know, you know what happened? It took a year for him to get tired of that job, and then he found a reason to get out.
There was something really interesting that I heard during your deep dive on the Wells Fargo thing, because I watched it live, but I fucking forgot, and I can't remember what that was, but it was really interesting that I hadn't heard before, but I don't know. I guess I'm just throwing it out there. Somebody else remember this for me and get back to me with what I forgot.
Please do. Please get back to us on that. It's a hot take there. Okay, so I have the audio of the lawyer mention here ready for you. Big ups to Utterly Insane. We can play that for you here. Audio coming in now. Hopefully.
All this shit that I've always had to do, I have to do on my 1 day off a week. All right?
Wait, I'll make sure you didn't say
going to the doctor, going to an appointment or a legal appointment, seeing lawyers, all this shit that I've always had to do, I have to do on my 1 day off a week.
That sounds to me like he's just hyping up. It sounds to me like he's hyping up the shit he has to do on his day off, and like it's not even truth. He's just saying stuff that could possibly be what he has to do. I think he does that a lot.
That's
right?
what I think too.
Yeah.
To just make himself look busier and more mature.
He's, busy side Phil going around. I got to go to the dentist. I got to go to legal shit. I got to go to my hairdresser. Got to go to the mall. He always does that shit when,
Yeah.
It does. I don't think that means he has anything of substance there. But exactly, Stoat. That's making his boring day off sound like it's the hardest thing of all time. That's the only goal of the day off segments. You know that. You fucking know that. Big ups to Atlas, the bookkeeper, as well, who sent the link as well. And I can say that now right on cue. Atlas, the bookkeeper, coming in hype on Sunday. Atlas, the bookkeeper, is our guest on Sunday. So big ups, Atlas, the bookkeeper. First time on the show for Atlas, the bookkeeper. Rising star, legend in the house. Let's get to it. Camping Dutchman, let's go.
Hey there, that's being said, the Camping Dutchman here. It's been a while since my last update of my trip into the Snortex. I'm currently watching Meerkat's restream called the quarter that he called the Quarter Italian Job, which fucking DSP's little robbery session, and it's like one of the first times that I actually watching some serious uncut DSP, and I just have to pause the stream every 10 seconds. He's just screaming to the vortex. I just have to vent. Like, how does this guy operate? How does this guy build like the most asinine, boring, roundabout, stupid fucking story about something that he could have wrapped up in like 2 minutes? How does he do this? How do you guys? Oh my god! Fuck! I'm so sorry. I'm swearing like a nonce. I mean, big ups, Meerkat. Jesus Christ! But how does he do it? How does he do this? It's unbelievable. I'm so sorry. Fuck. Anyway, big ups. Keep tracking on, guys. Jesus.
Big ups, Camping Dutchman.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, that story is I don't even know. Why do you think he adds so many bullshit ass details to stories? I think it's just enjoying the attention and reveling and in as much attention as possible for as long time as possible.
Yep.
Because he got like 800 people watching him tell this stupid robbery story.
Yep. It's exactly this is a Michael Scott from The Office thing. One time Michael Scott had a story to tell. So what he did was, all right, first I got to the building, right? Then I opened the door. What happens next? I'm in the lobby. All right. Then I go to the elevator. Elevator's broken. What do I do now? Go to the stairs. That's exactly what DSP does in these stories. It's 100% the same. Just add shit up.
I really love the comparison to Michael Scott, but the one thing that breaks it all is that Michael Scott is just like a really lovable buffoon who is just like fundamentally he's a good person. He's a nice guy, just doesn't know how to be a nice guy. So he ends up looking like insecure, like a bitch sometimes. But DSP is like, he's got only the obnoxious traits and nothing else. He got nothing. Even from Michael Scott, he took only the bad stuff. Not a single good thing.
Yeah, and Michael Scott doesn't beg or make fun of his parents and stuff. That's it, He takes all the bad boxes from Michael Scott. He takes all the good parts he does not have. And big ups. Let's go to another one from Fiskas in the house. Let's go.
Hey, that being said, it's Fiskas. I hope everybody's doing well. I was watching the other day a movie called Den of Thieves. And for those of you that haven't watched it, I recommend it. I thought it was pretty good. It is inspired by Heat, I thought. But anyway, on that movie, there's like a crew planning a heist. And at one point, a group of crooked cops captures this one dude that's part of the team that's planning the heist. And basically, they interrogate him when they feel that he's bullshitting them. They beat the shit out of him to the point where when they're tired of his bullshit, they put a gun in his face and say they're going to shoot him in the face if he doesn't, talk and tell them what they want to know. And I was wondering if Phil was put in that same situation and asked to be honest about everything regarding the stuff that he consistently lies about. I would like to hear your input on how many teeth would he lose and would he be shot in the face in the end or not? My hypothesis is that he would be toothless and with a hole in his forehead. Anyways, I hope everyone is doing well. Take it easy.
I'm the exact opposite opinion, but go ahead.
This whole thought experiment was just for us to imagine him at gunpoint, wasn't it? Wasn't it? So I don't think what they gotta ask him to admit to, because I think most of the stuff he is peddling, most of the stuff he claims, he genuinely believes, and the rest of them he truly wants to believe, and it's just a process of, gaslighting himself. Yeah. So I think unless it's something that is straight up a lie, you can't really get him to admit stuff that he truly doesn't believe in.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he would. I think he wouldn't. He would just whatever it takes to cave and end the situation. He would do. So I mean, if that even involves lying, he'd probably do that. Whatever to get out of the confrontation. Because there's anything that Phil hates more than not getting tips, it's confrontation, and he will run from that. Do whatever it takes to run from that. So that's what it would take. I
think he really likes confrontation as long as he's confronting somebody that he objectively sees as weaker and somebody that, without a doubt, you can win against.
Yeah,
he could win against.
Excuse me, I should have said that. Online confrontation he loves, but I'm talking about offline, real life confrontation. He would run as far away as possible, do whatever it takes to get out of there. Admit to being an alcoholic again. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a gambling addict. Whatever you need to hear, I'll admit to everything just to end this. That's what he'd do. I think. But anyways, big ups to Speedy, who says Dave embodies the worst characteristics of several TV personalities, specifically Eric Cartman, Michael Scott, and Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys. Interesting.
I mean, Eric Cartman's worst characteristics are he's just a maniac.
Yeah,
it's everything bad you can think about somebody. It's Eric Cartman. That's kind of his whole gimmick.
I haven't seen South Park in so fucking long. I just haven't. You kind of fell out of it. I know it's still going, right? Is it still going?
Yeah. They just had a special about diversity, inclusion, stuff like that in media. Okay. I guess it was fun, but the point is for me that at some point we reached a time where reality was funnier than South Park, and they just couldn't make up something that was funnier than reality. So I was just browsing on Twitter and seeing funnier stuff instead of just watching South Park. It is a fake.
Also, big ups to Yona Hall says Thanksgiving is where you thank by giving. Okay.
Oh.
Season of giving. 'Tis the season. Am I right, guys? 'Tis the season. And Camping Dutchman in the house again says, you were the only thing getting me through that session, Meerkat. Big ups for keeping your chill. I sent a second message shortly after. Oh, okay, you got a second one. All right, let's go. This is a minute. Go. This is a second message style. This is very rare, Camping Dutchman. Please, very rare. Here we go. We'll play it for you. Go.
All right. It's nothing. It's fucking nothing. The whole story was nothing. It's fucking... At one point, I thought he was like, oh, no, I lost my phone. No, it's a fucking reducible shopping bag. I'm out of breath. I'm sorry, guys. It's unbelievable. Oh, fuck. Jesus. It's like you're being waterboarded while you're strapped to an electric chair. I can't believe I had to sit through this shit. Oh, fuck. Ay, mama mi carta. It was nothing. It was. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry that I have to dump. I had to vent. I had to vent. I had to vent to somebody. As you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh my fucking god. It was jack shit. Oh fuck. I'm so sorry. Oh,
sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna lie down. I need to take a moment. I'm so sorry, but yeah.
Big up,
bro.
Take it easy.
You're Dutch. Just go to the coffee shop.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're Dutch. That shit is okay over there. Just go take the edge off. And it makes actually laughing at DSP way more endurable, I guess. Yeah. I guess.
Ira, let's go.
Is there any real reason why Phil has to go into such a vitriolic rage whenever he can just simply say no to something? The suggestion box readouts have gotten more and more insufferable as time has gone on. And he finally addressed the most upvoted one by not reading half of it. The only one that he addressed to any great length was the charity stuff, and that was completely fucking unhinged because as a Roman Catholic rage style person myself who is no longer religious, I do not use my upbringing as a reason to do or not do charitable things. I just do them. And as we all know, he has done no charity work at all. So him saying that he does stuff behind the scenes is basically him saying, oh, he rounds up to the nearest fucking dollar whenever he's at the Kroger or the Fred Meyer or wherever he is. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just need to get that off my chest because charity work is something that I'm really, really passionate about. I really believe in like doing various things like building houses and like feeding homeless people and stuff like that. And his excuses to just not do it are baffling to me when you could seriously just say, I don't want to do it. And most people will be fine with that. I'm fine with it. Nobody has to do charity work. Nobody's like holding a gun to his head to do it. But still, he has to go out of his way to give out these ridiculous excuses for why he can't do it. And none of them add up because, as we all know, Jasper's Angels exists. See you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Big ups, dude.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Everything correct, yeah.
All he could say is, I don't have the money right now. It'd be so easy. He uses that excuse for everything fucking else, so why don't you just use it for charity too? I don't have enough money for charity, guys. I wish I could, but I don't have money right now, and that's the end of it. We all know that's bullshit anyway, but at least it's better than just berating people that suggest it. That's much better.
Yeah. And like the guy said, you don't have to do it, and not doing charity doesn't inherently make you a bad person, but trying to find out excuses and just trying to reach for whatever excuse you can find, it's just, that doesn't make much sense. But on the first part of the question, I got something to say about responding to customer feedback. I don't think you should harp on the negatives too much unless you're doing damage control, in which case you should be very apologetic. But in his case, he's going on and on about things that people recommended him that he doesn't want to do because he thinks they're bad, which is super wrong. You should just take all the time you want on the things you actually want to do. That is a good suggestion. So you can seem like you're engaging with your audience and the feedback is actually important to you and you're taking it. And you can decline a bunch of feedback because it's not all good, but you shouldn't focus on the bad ones like he's doing. That's my whole point.
Yeah. But also, just move past the bad ones. You don't have to make the person feel like the dumbest piece of shit on earth before you get to the next point.
Oh, yeah.
You know, make my podcast. You should make the podcast shorter. Oh, here we go. Oh, so my podcast should be 30 seconds long, right? Would that work for you?
Yeah.
Is that what you think? What podcast do you know is 30 seconds long? I'm waiting. That's what you do. It's like you don't have to go through the whole spiel every single time. I realize you need to fill your podcast with stuff because you have nothing interesting to talk about, but just spend more time on the good shit, right? There's some good stuff out there. But
I want your insight on something because the podcast thing has really been confusing me. Why do you think he genuinely doesn't want to make it shorter? Because everybody's made it clear that they don't like it being an hour and a half every day where we're just doing Q&A and we play less games and, you know, the whole thing. And he's given like weird, stupid excuses that make no sense. Like, you know, that he's going to be like everybody else if he has a short podcast and so on and so forth. Why do you think it actually is?
I think here's the long and short of it. It's because he gets most of his donations during his time talking. And that's it. I think he doesn't want to lose that. He doesn't want to lose that. I mean, if there's more hours in the day, someone could do the fucking statistics on this. But majority of his income during the day stream happens before the game starts. I mean, that's what it's.
Yeah,
maybe
that's right.
Anecdotal, but I really think that's it. I really think that's it. You know, it's just that's what all the people are there. Way more people show up for the podcast. You know, they're all listening to this shit. If there's a big story, he'll get those 500 viewers, and he's like, oh, shit, I got him now. And then he'll talk. But if he didn't, that's the podcast. That's how you can kind of tell if he's going to have a good day or bad day by the podcast, how the podcast ends, you know? That's it, I think.
Yeah, but, you know, thinking from the perspective of somebody that is a part of a podcast like we are, if we had to make our podcast, let's say, an hour long every single time, we're going to think about the format. You're going to think about what kind of segments you want that enriches the experience instead of just doing a boring ass Q&A for the remainder of the time. And he seems to like he sees the problem that the podcast's too long and it just sucks and people are bored with it, but he doesn't really want to do anything about it. He just want to make excuses. He's really lazy.
And the Q&A at the end, like, okay, it's so easy to see that Q&A is bad. The same thing Amber Lynn does too.
Yeah.
All those narcissists, they love Q&A because it makes them feel important. I love Q&A. Oh, you want to ask questions about me? Cool. But then they both fucking hate the people that ask the questions, and they hate the questions. All right. Oh, what's my favorite ice cream? Okay. Oh, you want to ask my ice cream? I've answered this 1,000 times. Yeah, you've had 1,000 in Q&As. What are we supposed to do? We're running out of shit to ask if you punched. We're running out of animals. Have you punched a bee? Have you punched a zebra? Have you punched a gorilla? Have you punched a giraffe on a boat? What else are we supposed to ask?
Yeah. I would even say there's no single person out there that deserves a daily Q&A. Even the people that do super exciting stuff they can't do a daily fucking half an hour Q&A. You know, you only got so many things exciting that are happening with you.
And also, I know he's done with Ask the King. I mean, he understands he can't do that at this point because, like, every day you get Ask the King. But it's one thing if you, like, really took the questions to heart and thought about them. But he does the fucking opposite. And not even the most interesting person on earth can do daily Q&As to have interesting shit to say. And that he berates everyone that asks questions. Anyways, I read in the house says the podcast length is cargo culting. Every podcast lasts an hour, so his must be. His pre-streams used to only be 20 minutes. Oh, but that's a good deep dive to do, is the pre-stream length, how it went up, and then people started complaining, didn't go back down.
Yeah.
Then he just made a podcast about it. But where do you go from here, right? What are you going to do?
And I think the key word here is cargo cult, which I found out recently was a concept, which is a really fucking interesting concept, especially relating to DSP.
All right, explain, please.
Because I can't give you exactly an explanation. So I'll just read what is from Wikipedia, right?
Yes, please.
And let's see, maybe we can make some sense out of it, because I'm kind of dumb right now. Cargo cults are marked by a number of common characteristics, including a myth dream, quote unquote, that a synthesis of indigenous and foreign elements, the expectation of help from the ancestors, charismatic leaders, and lastly, belief in the appearance of an abundance of gods. Now, this probably didn't make much sense.
Yeah.
Or maybe it did to you. But from what I've understood, it's that you're basically expecting to fulfill some kind of a pattern, and then the good thing will happen that you expect. So let's say like fucking Phil, you know, he's going to sit there, play the games, you check the boxes, you fill the pattern, and then the support from the gods will come.
Okay.
So basically, he's kind of running it kind of like that. Or maybe I'm going to be wrong. Somebody in the comments going to correct me. But in any case, it's an interesting concept.
Bad Guy Wolf has a good take on it. A primitive culture imitates something they've seen without understanding the underlying concept in hopes of something happening.
That's fantastic.
Big ups. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's nice. That's sweet. Yeah, that's interesting. Very interesting. We need Steve back to get that. Come on, Steve. Steve, please. But anyways, let's get to the pasta maker.
Nowadays,
go ahead.
Nowadays, there's a shit ton of superstition, especially on YouTube, because of the almighty algorithm, because nobody really truly knows how it works.
Yep.
So people have become somewhat superstitious, running their channels a certain way, expecting certain results by just doing things that they think are going to work out. And DSP is one of them, but he does it in a very, very special way. It is really interesting to
100
observe.
likes, dude. 100 likes. Get this 100 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave a comment for the algorithm.
People don't know. There's one... Anyways, we're getting too deep in this, but I remember there's one like story I read about that. There was people, like one family had like a recipe, and they said, well, you have to do it in the shape of a rectangle because that makes the whatever flavor the best. But then they asked the grandma, it's like, no, I just had a rectangle fucking holder. That's all I had. That's why it's rectangle. But she wrote down the recipe, so everyone followed it. It has to be rectangle, but it was just because they had the thing. Same system.
This sounds like the Italian sauce.
Is that what I'm?
It's
Yeah,
just
maybe
the
that's
same
it.
thing.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
You gotta add the sugar. What does the sugar do? All right, Evil Dawn says, cargo culting, you do a thing that other people are doing, expecting a certain result without knowing why it happens or the process behind it. There we go.
Thank you.
We're all experts now. We cannot complain.
Yeah.
We are awesome. The pasta maker in the house. Let's try to get to, we are about 30 minutes left. Let's go.
Hey, that being said, and all the detractors out there, I'm thinking Phil's laying the groundwork to move away from Seattle as he's continuously pearl clutching over the crime there in his area.
Oh, God.
Nah, he's not. I know. He's too lazy and poor to do that. But I thought it'd be fun to answer this question. Where do you think Phil would move to if he had to move? I don't think he'd go back to Connecticut because that would hurt his ego too much. I think he'd go to a place that would fuel his habit even more, and that is Nevada.
No.
Let me know what you think.
Wow, Vegas DSP is gonna be generational, dude.
Right.
We're gonna be having marathons every day.
He already has the
He's
clothes.
still gonna be hungover.
He's got the New Balance shoes on. He's got that drip
Yeah.
going with the buttons up, you know? Walking up with his jeans that are too big. Hi, honey. We're going to the, where's they go? We're going to the Trump Tower, honey. Whatever, no, not Trump Tower. What is it? The fucking, like, Egypt one or whatever. Whatever they're called. Monte Carlo. Yeah, and they play every single fucking game possible, you know? Oh, these are slots, honey. You pull down the lever, and he sticks there for 2 hours. Gotta be the best. That'll be the fucking best. But he's not gonna move there. Luxor, yeah, he's not gonna move there. I don't think so. He would probably move back with his parents. I don't think that's too much of a. He can appear like kind of a good guy if he does that. Just want to be back with my parents.
How about
they're almost dead? So.
How about Texas? Because I've seen a lot of like influencers, not influencers, but like online people move to Texas because the taxes are lower or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
like
But
Joe Rogan
then he's
did
gonna
that
bitch
too.
about the heat.
Yeah, like Joe Rogan did that, right? For the tax
He did,
breaks.
yeah.
But does he? I don't. I don't know if that's gonna help him. He'd probably forget to do some other taxes, and then get fucked again. But yeah, that's why he moved to Seattle. It was all about taxes, guys. That's what it was about. That was the only thing it was about. I'm gonna do a deep dive on that decision because I know it's mainly was the taxes that he went while he moved to Seattle. And dude, that he got fucked by taxes for moving to Seattle. That's the fucking.
Oh
best.
yeah.
That is the best. That's the best. Native Mamba has a good quote. Only steers and queers live in Texas, and DSP sure isn't no steer.
Sure, I don't
That
know.
is a saying. That is.
I'm European.
That is. A
Oh
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only steers and queers live in Texas. That is.
What
a
is
saying.
steers though?
Steers is like cattle, like cows and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
Okay. Anyways, American style reference there. Yeah, that's.
Well, he is a cattle because we're milking him. We're milking him right now.
There's no Steve and no Sam. The American style references can flourish, boys. Let's keep them
Yeah.
coming. Fuck, we don't need this European style.
Much better than
UK
Red
style.
Dwarf.
Yeah. Fuck Red Dwarf. Am I right?
Whatever the fuck that is.
That's a banned word in our chat now. I'm changing it. All right,
Yeah.
anyways, let's go.
We're
Brad
making
Burney,
the
Jen.
Office US references up in here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. All right, Brad Burney, let's go.
Hi all, Brad Bennion here. A little scenario for you. Let's say one day Phil announces that he's not streaming anymore, not gaming, for a living, etc. None of that. He is going to get a job, and that's he just is. He's getting a job, so he stops streaming. A few years go by, wondering, where is he? What's he doing? There's been no sightings of him, and then one day, if you're ALT, you're American, so obviously you might go there anyway. Everyone else, if you're not from America, just pretend you're on holiday. You've gone on holiday to America. Don't know why you would, but you have. You've gone to America, and you go into Walmart just to get some bit of shopping, whatever you need. Get to the counter to be served, and it's DSP stood there. Now you're not allowed to directly say, oh, hello DSP, I know you. But you have to convey it in a way to him somehow, either subtly or not so subtly. But either way, you cannot directly say that you know who he is. But how do you do that? I'll give you what I would do. I'd clock it was him. I'd quickly leave my basket or my shopping cart, whatever, where it was, run back to one of the shelves. I'd grab all the cherry juice I could possibly carry, come back, dump it on the conveyor belt, and just watch his face as he scans it all through. So yeah, that's me. What would you do? And what would chat do, maybe, if you want to ask them?
Okay. How would we let Phil know we know who he is without saying, hey, I know who you are? Is the question.
Oh, gaslighting is the answer, but how are you gonna gaslight him? Is the real question.
No, yeah, that's.
Are you gonna?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you gonna start using words like style, robust?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Something like that.
I would just
maybe just start like wobbling next to him, just gently to see if he notices.
Yes, like start going like this. Oh, sorry, I swayed in your direction. Sorry about that. Sorry about that sway. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, maybe.
Go ahead.
Maybe you can tell him somebody is filming him from over there. Hey, Phil, look over there. Somebody's filming you, dude. He's gonna get like super paranoid. He's gonna run away.
I would probably just hand him cherry juice. Like, someone told me you were looking for this, and then just give it to him. That's easy enough. Right? That's simple, but right to the point. You know, like someone's telling me you're looking for this. Here you go, buddy. That's it. I don't know.
Oh, maybe while he's like putting everything on the conveyor belt, you can just look in his cart and be like, yo, man, take care of those plastic bags. They're like, one time you're not going to believe this. Somebody stole my plastic reusable shopping bags from my cart. Watch over these. They're precious.
Yeah. Oh, God. All right. Joey Rivera in the house said, oh, you could do snorting. You could do Wolverine shirt. There we go. Leave 2 bags in your cart. Walk away with them in front. Yeah. Ask him where the iTunes gift cards are. That's a good one. Home the Banana Song. That's a hype one too right there. Oh, God. Anyway, T-pose. Stand in front of him, just T-pose. That's good. Anyways, Joey Rivera in the house says, Pigbert got me feeling like the dude from Brokeback Mountain. I don't understand how. I just can't quit him.
What?
Have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
No.
Okay, well, the guy says, I just can't. You know about the story, right? Like two gay.
Well, I know it's about 2 guys that got that bond, like between Rambo and DSP. You know, they're really close together. That's all I know about it. Well, and they're really like wearing cowboy hats or something.
In Brokeback Mountain, they actually do have intercourse. It's just a thing. They do it. They're a gay couple, but they're kind of back in the day. They're not. Yeah. It's not kind of accepted as it is now, so they're kind of keep it a secret. One of them says, "I just can't quit you. I don't want to be gay, but I just can't quit you." So Joey Rivera is saying, right. Pigbert got me feeling like the dude from Brokeback Mountain. I don't understand how I just can't quit him. So there we go. Anyways, thanks for the laughs and hope you all enjoy your holiday. Big ups, Joey. Tony T in the house says, cargo culting makes sense and explains DSP's thought process and entitlement. I do this and nobody cares. So-and-so does it, gets millions of views. Yeah, so that's a Tony T agreed. Now we're getting more discussion about this. I agree. He knows, like, Joe Rogan has a 3-hour podcast that gets 40 million views. Must be good, right? The longer the better. That's what you got to do, right? So yeah, I think you're right on that. And the 100 likes the same fucking thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, Joe Rogan has guests. It might be somebody you've never heard of, but at least it's a human. It's not Derek in DSP's chat. So, like, if you're going to do a podcast by yourself, just, like, keep it super straightforward, man. What the fuck is this, like, hour-and-a-half shit?
But he takes the easy parts, but doesn't take the hard parts that require work. That's his superpower. Yeah. So, like, everything that requires work, it doesn't exist, and he has 1,000 excuses why he can't do it. But if it's easy and doesn't require any extra work, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Begging for likes, that's easy. But Meth Bear in the house now says, Phil might be on that Law of Attraction Drek. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Think hard enough, and the universe will dump it in your lap. Peak laziness.
Dude, boomers in my extended family got so fucking obsessed with that secret shit and thinking that you can just like visualize success, and they're like talking to each other about how they figure out the secret to life, and this shit is so fucking cringe. I cannot tell you. Because that movie, I've seen parts of the movie, it's very convincing. That it's like, oh, you just manifest your destiny, you know, you manifest your own success, and then it happens. You know, I have this picture of a house that I was looking at for 15 years, and that one day I bought the house, and I looked at this picture, and I realized, wait, that's my house now. I actually did this. And this is what people genuinely believe. But I'm not fucking shocked. The other day I went in the supermarket, and in the front row, in like the newspaper section, it was Dianetics. It was literally fucking Scientology.
Come on, man.
Like, come on. I'd rather read like DSP fucking manifesto or an autobiography than Dianetics.
All right. I agree. Let's go big guy in the house. Let's go big guy.
Hey guys, the recent suggestion box humiliation ritual that Phil did got me thinking about something he says a lot, about how he's become a better streamer. Phil likes to bring up how, when he first started streaming, he would ignore stream chat and just record his YouTube videos in front of a live audience. But nowadays, when someone asks him to make the pre-stream therapy session shorter and just talk about all that stuff during the gameplay, Phil derides that person and tells them he doesn't want to ruin his playthroughs by talking about anything but the game. and being distracted by stream chat. So what's the fucking difference? Old Phil never acknowledged stream chat because he didn't want to ruin his YouTube videos. New Phil doesn't want to interact with stream chat about anything other than the video game because he doesn't want to ruin his YouTube videos. That's the same fucking thing, you pig roach. It's amazing how Phil wants to double dip everything he does while streaming. It's not enough that he gets tips, memberships, and super chats during his 5 hours of gameplay streaming. The same live stream has to be suitable to be broken up into pre-recorded YouTube Let's Play videos.
Big guy as
But-
usual.
Right, 100%. But to him, if he had to pull out that semantics bag, he would have to say that he still acknowledges people during the streams because he reads their shout outs and whatever they tell him about something in chat every once in a while. He doesn't completely block them out because like a lot of his logic is based on extremes. Either you doing something always or never. And that's what he usually uses as an excuse or a justification or reasoning as to why you're getting debunked is that extreme.
Yep. And because recently, yesterday, I did the deep dive into when he started direct capture, and he really got into that, how he was so scared. He wanted to give the fans something by because everyone's saying the reason he did direct capture, by the way, bottom line is he already did 3 emergency style special shows saying like, guys, my views are down. I only have 8 million views a month. He had 8 million views a month, but Skyrim got him to like 10 million views a month.
Oh yeah, it's Skyrim.
Yeah, and then he went down to 8 million, and then he had emergency stream there. 8 million views a month, guys. What's happening? Then he did 3 emergency, hey, the views are going down streams, and then finally he broke. So then he breaks, and he has to do direct capture. And he says, okay, I'm going to start streaming and direct capture together. But he was then even more worried about his views because if I'm doing streaming, people won't watch the gameplay videos. So I intentionally didn't look at the chat at that time because he wanted you to have a special experience.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get any special experience from the stream. He wanted to make it into YouTube videos. That's where the special stuff was, you know. But now we're in this world where he's still trying to separate those two, kind of, you know, like not separate them, but like his streams are good YouTube videos as well. When it's like, so no one else on earth would ever think about that, right? Here's my stream.
Yeah.
I break it up into YouTube videos, and you watch that if you want, you know. But he's still stuck in 2013. Like nothing ever is changing. Nothing. You know? He doesn't even think about changing anything.
Like, obviously, he enjoys the attention being on him. Why even bother with video games? Why not just become like a lifestyle channel or an influencer? Legitimately.
Yeah.
Because, like, this whole thing about the direct capture shows that he doesn't care about his content, the quality of his gameplay or whatever. It's about him. And if it's going to be about him, why even bother with stupid fucking video games? Just make it about you. Just, like, hold the camera around, driving around Seattle, bitching about life. And be like a lifestyle influencer.
Yeah,
and he's gonna get way more likes and views and ad revenue like that.
Yeah,
I don't even know why.
Imagine that. Go to a store. Don't film it. You just go to a store. You don't have to film yourself in the store. I know he doesn't want to do that. But fucking go to Best Buy and come out and then rant about it for an hour. He could go for hours about that, I'm sure. Well, let me tell you the first thing. There was a napkin on the floor. You telling me there's a napkin on the floor? I'm a member. I don't want to see any napkins on the floor. First aisle. Let's go through the first aisle. Okay. I saw 3 things in the wrong place. 3. How many things did I see in the wrong place? 1? No. 2? No. 3 things were in the wrong place. That would be a great show for him.
Yeah. But he doesn't care about the show. Like, he literally doesn't care about the entertainment value, just the profitability.
Yes.
And like we talked about the cargo cult, he's hoping that he's going to check a bunch of boxes and then success will follow because that's literally him admitting that this is his business plan. Is like, I make content, you guys like it, you guys give me money. So sure, if you're going to check boxes, at least check the boxes that are going to make you a lot of money and become a fucking IRL streamer or something like that. Fuck.
But anyways, I think in his mind, in the end, gaming is what, if he can't game anymore, he'll take it as a failure. I think that's probably what's keeping him away. But
gaming, he uses it also as a crutch because if he's not entertaining, he could be playing Elden Ring, the biggest game of the year, or any other big game, and use that as something to substitute his personality in terms of like entertainment value.
Mm-hmm. Agree, but then he lose so much content if he took away gaming because he has to talking about what game he's gonna play. Talking about the fucking problems with the game. That's all. That fills up time, and that's a premium for him. He doesn't have anything else to talk about, right?
That is true.
All right, let's get
because games is like the little identity he has left. It's all just video games. There's nothing even left. He doesn't even watch like Blu-rays anymore. It's just games.
Yep, games and Hogan's. What else do you need? Games, Hogan's, and gin. That's my new band name. Games, Hogan's, and gin. Games, Hogan's, and gin. Country band, it sounds like. All right, like some rice in the house. Let's go.
Hello, that being said, big ups. This is Like Some Rice, your favorite side dish. I hope Steve is doing well, and I hope you all are getting ready to have a great and happy American-style Thanksgiving. So, guys, the last week has just been utter insanity between the fake robbery and all the complaining about the Turkey Tom stuff. But I have a little nugget of truth that I'd like to kind of debunk with you guys to kind of see what you think. The other day when Phil was talking during the suggestion segment, he kind of let slip something. And I just want to kind of go ahead and play it for you.
Okay. Hype.
I get 1 day a week that I'm supposed to be spending off of streaming. Guess what I do? Grocery shopping, going to get pet supplies, going to the doctor, going to an appointment or a legal appointment, seeing lawyers, all this shit that I've always had to do.
So, what does Phil need a lawyer for? And more specifically, what is Phil setting up lawyer appointments for? Now, for me, personally, as somebody who's on team divorce, my mind immediately goes to divorce. But for those of you who are not on that team, what do you think Phil is going to see a legal professional for? I would love to hear your thoughts. Big ups, guys, and I hope you all have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for doing this show. I look forward to it every week, and yeah, big ups, guys. Thank you.
Like Some Rice, legend, dude. Legend, man. And we talked about it before, but I think it's just adding to the list of things he has to do, but he's actually not doing those things, right? I got to go doctor, got to go dentist, got to go to Curls and Twirls, got to go to PetSmart, got to go to the grocery store, got to go to the DMV, got to go to whatever, pick up cat from work. It's all these things he's saying. So his day off is the most busy day off of all time. Can't do anything. His day off is actually more busy than his working days. That's what he wants you to think. So, anyways, that's it. Real quick, I want to read out Gout, DSP Gout on Twitter. He does the podcast audits for the time. I'm just going to read the total from this week, if you don't mind. The intro was 4%. So this is the whole week, right? So we're talking about 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 5 days. And I'll just read it real quick for you. The intro was 4%. The daily rap recaps was 6%. The schedule, 11%. Begging and shoutouts, 23%.
Yes.
DSP News. Okay, so this is the content, right? This is what you normally would go to a podcast to hear. All right, this has 12%. 12%.
Wow.
Okay. Q&A, which is the thing he does every single day when he doesn't have any other news to talk about. That was 10%. Okay. DSP Day Off segments, 8%. And drama segment. This week we had a lot of drama. So Turkey Tom and Lol Cow Live and Side Scrollers Talk. Only those three things. 20% of the entire week was Turkey Tom, Lol Cow Live, and Side Scrollers. Suggestion box was only 6%. Okay, it was only 6% this week.
Considering that this week was full of segments of him talking about not engaging with drama and then having 20% of the runtime of your show be just engaging with drama. Yeah, good. The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
So just to recap, the thing that he spends the most time on is begging and shoutouts. That's the number one thing you tune in to DSP Gaming for. The second most popular thing is drama. So we're going for begs and shoutouts and drama. That's what you find on the DSP Level 1 podcast, named by Keemstar, but definitely not about Keemstar at all, of course. We never talk about Keemstar, guys. Just other than the 20% of the time we are talking about the drama, okay? 2 more messages. Let's get them all out of here. 2D2 Will. I think we might have a more audit-style segment right here.
Oh, wow, really?
Hey, guys.
Oh, I
So,
didn't expect that.
Yeah.
one thing that DSP did that really pissed me off this week was during his farce of a suggestion box segment, he made fun of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, saying that people only did it for clout and that it didn't have any real opinions on charity, while touting his backward-ass fake morals of charity. Well, let me spit some facts about the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. In 6 weeks alone, that thing raised over $115 million that directly went into ALS research. And the research that was directly funded from that movement helped discover 5 new genes related to the ALS disease and has resulted in 2 brand new medications being FDA approved. So that whole movement of people spreading awareness and donating money, which is the purpose of charity events, did way better than anything Phil could have done with his backward ass. Charity should be only sacrifice and private, and like, it doesn't make any fucking sense because people need to know. And also, when you're running a stream, you're sacrificing your time. So quite frankly, DSP, with your $0 donated to charity according to your bank leaks, you can take your backward ass sense of morals and shove it straight up your fucking ass.
2D2 Will on fire. Very good points there. And again, that's just what you do. And you can't. I have to tell you how it's stupid because I don't want to do it, guys. I know you might think it's a good idea, but let me bash your head into the wall to tell you how stupid it is. That's how we have to cope with that. So, 2D2 Will on fire.
I know. In theory, what DSP was targeting is this like performative virtue signaling and like fake raising awareness for some stuff that you don't actually believe in.
Yeah.
But the ALS thing is not that. Ice Bucket Challenge wasn't that. It was a viral trend, sure. And like 2D2 Will said, it genuinely helped people. And there is plenty of slacktivism and performative wokeism out there to pick apart that it is fucking stupid. But DSP didn't do that. He targeted an actual genuine cause instead.
Yeah. And of course, are they people that was some of people's reasons for doing the ALS challenge to get some more views on their channel? Of course it was.
Sure.
But, but it's not, that's not doing that, but also helping other people is fine. It's something that can happen, right? It's not one or the other, right? It's not helping yourself or helping charity. You can do both at the same time. You can do both. It's not bad to do both at the same time. But anyways, last message of the day is coming in hot from Wesker. Let's go.
So fellas, big ups. Love the show. I'm wondering, he says he has rust in his bathroom. Rusted out shower head, but I'm pretty sure it's black mold everywhere. I wonder if that's like it has to be a huge problem in his house now. Because it's not going to stay in one area. It's probably going to get into like the ventilation system. I'm pretty sure he hasn't been keeping up with the central air if that's what he has in there. That place is, do you think it's livable? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like it's getting to the point to where it might be dangerous for him to live there. And that might be something that happens soon is he has a guy come through there to maybe get rid of this stuff. If, indeed Phil does that, because we all know he's not capable of handling things like an adult. But if that eventually happens, do you think it would be like deemed possibly in his home unsafe to live, and that's what gets him out of the house? Anyway, that's just my rant, my question. Big ups, fellas, as always. Steve, and of course.
Wow.
That's the sign off. That's the new sign off. For
dude
Wesker.
was starting up a motorcycle or something. What the hell was that?
But anyways, is it all what it would take for it to be not livable? Someone has to get in that house first that has any kind of, has any say in that place. That's not going to happen. But if you look at how when he left that condo in Connecticut, there's videos of it. You see what it looks like in there. the amount of cordage that's sitting there, and he would say himself, like, I don't use that anymore. I don't use that anymore. Oh, I don't use that anymore. But it's just sitting in a pile of wires. I don't use that anymore. I don't use that anymore. You think he changed from those times? I personally don't. So extrapolate that to an entire household, right? Extrapolate that to an entire household where he has admitted before styrofoam was stacked so high he could not change a light bulb, all right? He also admitted there's ants, there is fruit flies, there is rust on the walls. How much stuff doesn't work anymore? You know, I'm not making anything up for jokes here. This is all things he has said himself.
Yeah. But I think his description of the house all depends on the narrative he's trying to push. So one day, if he's trying to push the narrative that he's broke and he really needs money to like take care of his house, he's going to say all these things about the rust and everything else. But if another day he wants to make it seem like he's great at operating a household, his own words, he's going to make it seem like it's not that bad. And maybe they fix something or, you know, things are working out. So it really just depends. Like most things, his opinion depends on what kind of narrative he's trying to spin.
Yeah. How the tips are doing. That's how
I do think the house is in a pretty bad state.
Yeah, I mean,
just like overall.
Yeah, do you see him doing the work it takes to clean something, right? It's not going to happen. It doesn't happen. And when he does do it, he makes the biggest deal of all time. Remember, like, I got to clean the office. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Vacuuming. Holy shit, man. My off day, so busy. Let me tell you, I vacuumed. I went to the grocery store. Dude, I had no time. That's how his normal operations are, right, guys? So, anyways, that will do it for today. What a show it's been. Big ups to everybody for hanging out, for the contributions. They're very meaningful to us. I promise you they're very meaningful. And hope you have a great Thanksgiving, American style Thanksgiving, all right? American style Thanksgiving. Get something from QVC. Call your mom up and tell her to send you something, because that's how you celebrate Thanksgiving in the best way possible. Meerkat, business style announcements. Go ahead. Anything you want to share?
Yeah, I'm doing both the Thursday Thanksgiving state of the stream, and I'm doing the Friday Adpocalypse. Feel free to swing by my place. If you're American and you got better things to do on Thanksgiving, I encourage you, please just do that instead. DSP is not worth your time on one of the biggest holidays of your country and your culture. Chillax, enjoy your family, enjoy your life, and I'll see you next time.
Sounds good to me. Also, on Friday, I will be getting you warmed up for Meerkat with another foray into DSP's employment series. On Friday, 10:30 Eastern, we are covering Best Buy, my friends. So Best Buy will go right until Meerkat starts, and then we'll kick you off there. So what a Friday you have ready for you, my friends. You're all legends. Thanks so much. We are thankful for you guys. I promise you that. We're thankful for you guys. That's what we'll be doing. You guys are legends. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Devin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. Thank you all very much for the engagement today. I appreciate it. That wasn't a very good one. It kind of sucked, I'm not going to lie.